Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. It is Christian here, and you are tuned in for more of My Two Cents, where we dive deep into the realms of religion and deconstruction. Now, if you're joining me for the first time, hopefully you are ready for some thought provoking conversation and dialogue as we explore the intricacies of belief systems, challenge conventional thinking, and unravel the layers of faith, doubt, and discovery. Now, through open discussions and insightful explorations, we'll navigate the complexities, word vomit, right? Of deconstruction in various religious contexts. This is a space for reflection, growth, and understanding. Whether you're questioning, seeking, or simply curious, this channel is a sanctuary and a safe space for exploring the intersections of spirituality and self discovery. So let's embark upon this transformative journey together. But before we get into it, we have 3 points that matter most. Number one, you're not alone. Number two, you're not crazy. Number three, God, your creator, still loves you, and I do too. If you are a first timer over here, thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully, you will enjoy today's video. You will click around, stick around, and join our Two Cents community by subscribing to the channel. We would love to add you to our Two Cents crew. And if you are a returning Two Center in the family, thank you so much for joining me again for another amazing video. Today is going to be a good one because I saw this post on social and I was like, ooh, I got to give my 2 cents, child. I got to give my 2 cents and I got to give my reasons. The reason that we're here. Shout out to Earth, Wind, and Fire. I got to give my reasons why I do not agree with this new school, new age streaming of church services, recording of people having spiritual encounters or emotional encounters, whichever one you believe they are. I'm not here for it, but this seems to be something that a lot of people are getting into more and more since the Panera Bread, the pandemic. Since the pandemic, there has been an uptick in churches recording their services or streaming their services and taking pictures of their services and posting them online at the end of service, or showing how many people joined their church that day at service and taking pictures with the new members who joined that day. And it's just a lot. It's a lot. And I have to tell you, I didn't grow up around this. I didn't grow up in this era. This is new school. This is too new for me, and I don't like it. I'm just here to tell y'all right now, I don't like it. But before I go too far into detail, I'm going to get into the post that has led this video here today. So let's do it. Churches and social media, and this was posted by a pastor, and I know him. Like, there's a couple of degrees of separation, but I know him and have engaged with him. And I was like, I'm gonna keep his identity anonymous, honey. But if he see this or somebody else who knows him see this, they gonna know this he is, and I do not care. But I was just trying to do this for him today because I'm gonna go in on this topic in my own special way. So, churches and social media. We had 15 first-time guests today at Dominion City Church, Mississippi. Oh, well, hell, I ain't even blank out the church name. Anyway, and over half of them said they had heard about our church from social media. While I don't believe people should be exploited with cameras, technology is still a key component in displaying the church in a healthy way and reaching more souls for Jesus. Okay, so he's telling us that they had 15 guests to join their church that day, and over half of them said they heard about their church from social media, which means that them being active on social media is what led these people specifically there that day. All right, so he's showing the benefit that, hey, I got 15 new members today. Half of them came from church. Came from social media. Now, he says from 2016 to 2021, we did not have a consistently active social media page. 2022, we built an entire media team, and suddenly our church has doubled in size since then. With that being said, DCC will continue to use technology to post, record, and share the gospel to the masses. We don't record or take pictures of first-time guests until they've been consistently visiting our or become a member of DCC. We also don't take pictures of them in vulnerable moments or up close. We only share pictures of those worshiping who've been partners for a while and those who express they are comfortable or post themselves, and our media team follows suit. We don't record deliverance sessions. We only share pictures of those worshiping. Oh, okay. So I double shot this, so I won't read that one again. We only post with the motive to share the gospel and give people an experience to draw them to Christ. If people are praying on the floor or weeping, they should be photographed from an angle that doesn't show their face. School, restaurants, businesses, and everybody else uses technology. With wisdom and pure motives, the church should too, but only to the glory of God. Y'all, my mic is still on. I'm just taking a moment to pause. Okay, so let's start out by saying this, because I'm going to go through my points. I have 3 points that I believe violates anyone's rights of worshiping and being filmed, being photographed, and being used as marketing material for social media to draw more people into your church. But before I get to those points, let me say something very loud and clear for all to hear. If I choose to come to your church, that is not a release of rights to my likeness. If I choose to voluntarily come to your church, 1 time or 10 times, 20 times or 50 times, that is not a release of use of my image for your social media marketing. And I don't know what is going on in you all's mind. I do know that he's a millennial. I know that. And I don't know what's going on in y'all's mind, but I have to tell you right now that if all you have are performative measures of people appearing to be slain in the spirit, caught up in the rapture of love, shout out to Anita Baker, and moved by a mighty powerful work that's going on in the room, if that's all you have to draw more people to you, I would like to submit that you should go find something else to actually draw people to you. Because anybody can look like something is happening, but that doesn't mean that's actually what it is. That doesn't even mean that that's actually what they're going to experience when they come. And I'll do you one more. I'll do you another step further. That doesn't mean that they want you to use their experience to draw more people. There is just so much wrong with the thought process that you all are free and clear to use other people to draw more people to your mission. That's not okay on any day, including Sunday. It's really, really concerning at this stage that anybody thinks that, oh, okay, I can just explain this by saying this has been a tool to draw more people and it's okay to do it. That's not what this is. That's not how any of this works. I don't recall at any point growing up where certain parts of services, like my mom would watch a lot of televangelists, and that included, but was not limited to, Creflo Dollar. What was his name? Rod Parsley. Is it Rod Parsley or Rod Parson? Child, I don't know him. Jesse Duplantis. What's the Bill Winston, Kenneth Copeland, and you would just see the pastors preaching. And these are people who paid for airtime. Joyce Myers. You would very seldomly see a crowd shot, an audience shot, and it would be very wide. It wouldn't be like in anyone's face specifically. And I'm using these examples because it is imperative to understand that every point that was made here in this post is not saying that things are shot from wide lens or wide angle because their church is not that big to do that. It's saying that we only do this once you've been a partner with our church and you've expressed that you're comfortable or okay with it, or we see you post it and we repost it, right? You've come a certain amount of times and now we're like, oh yeah, this is cool to do. You're a part of the family. We're going to, record such and such or post such and such. Everybody doesn't want that. And I have to tell you that everybody doesn't want to be a part of your production. Everybody does not want to be a part of the entertainment that you are engaging in. And I also have to tell you that the fact that you even think that it is remotely okay to even want to do it is weird to me. Because if the goal and the mission is souls, why on earth are we concerned about recording it? As people come, that should be the experience that they have there. If they want to go and share that with their loved ones, their friends, their family, or their social media, that's their business. And more people will come based off of that. But to give the example of schools, restaurants, businesses, and everybody else using technology, it's not about technology that we're discussing here. We're discussing social media marketing. Is anybody else focused here? Is anybody else paying attention? The conversation is not technology. Yes, schools use technology, cameras, computers, right? Like, what are you talking about? Restaurants, yeah, they use technology, POS, cameras, computers. You're talking about marketing, social media marketing. Church should not use social media marketing. Now, if you want to have a social media page, I guess that's cool. If you want to post some clips of a sermon, I guess that's cool. But to stream services and to then stream spiritual or religious encounters, emotional encounters of people, that to me gives the ick. Because the people who are in the room should be the people who experience the spirit in the room. But if you have only those measures to bring more people in, that to me says you're not doing enough. Or I'll take you one further. It's not even about you not doing enough. That should be good enough for the people who were there in their encounter that they got while they were there. Why does it have to always be a reach more, get more, show more, be more, do more, prove more? It's giving show off. And y'all don't want to say this stuff, maybe, or maybe y'all notice the same things that I do. But I think that it's really weird that we would say from 2016 to 2021, you didn't have an active social media page. But then after you built an entire media team, not a team for community efforts to go out to the hospital, right? And sit with the sick patients and pray with the sick patients and their families, not after you built out a full team of community service workers, not after you built and created an after school care program or a tutoring program for children in the community, not after you opened a clothes and food drive or pantry for people in the community who need it, but after you built a media team, suddenly your church blew up and doubled in size. You showed what they might get, but when they got there, that was all there was for them to get. What else? You all are completely fine with seeing the glitz and the glamour of ministry, but never really giving anything to people that would make them go out and share about the ministry and talk about the ministry. If that's what pulls me in when I get there, what keeps me? What enlightens me? What empowers me? What encourages me? And some people may say, well, you don't know, they might do all of that, and they might. But guess what's being discussed today? Guess what's being explained to us today? Guess what context is being given to us today? Why we record and take pictures of people while worshiping. He's not explaining why they take pictures of people while getting food at the pantry. He's not explaining why there's pictures of local teachers and parents coming together to do tutoring after school. So they took pictures of that. He's not explaining that. He's not explaining why we're seeing pictures of members and other volunteers at homeless shelters, in soup kitchens. He's not explaining why we're seeing videos of the elderly people in nursing homes being fed by members at the church and being helped. He's not explaining those pictures and videos. He's explaining spiritual, religious experiences and emotional encounters. So tell me why, if the marketing is being used for social media, why not market the real ministry that is going forth in the community? You can do what you want to do in that building. You can increase the seats, the walls, and the lights all you want. But what are you doing for the people who can never make it to you? What are you doing for the people who don't see you on social media but still need to feel the hands of God, still need to see the smile, need to feel the love, the joy, the peace, the grace, the favor? What are we doing there? How is that being demonstrated? And it's amazing, y'all. And maybe I don't see it on my algorithm because I'm not friends with a whole lot of white people, but I don't see this happening in other cultures or ethnicities in other religions. It is Christianity. I ain't never seen a Catholic service being streamed, if you know what I mean. I ain't never seen the priest walking down that center aisle at the cathedral. I ain't never seen that priest with them altar boys walking down the center aisle at the cathedral. I've never seen that being streamed, y'all. So you all have gotten these cameras, y'all have gotten these equipment, y'all have heightened up and pumped up y'all media team, and now you want a return on your investment. I'm a business owner and I know what social media marketing can do for a brand. It has landed me on national TV, not once, but 3 times. It has landed me on Beyonce's website. It has landed me on the Food Network's website. It has landed me in Taste of the South's magazine. I know what social media marketing can do for you. As a business owner, I don't get why you think explaining that taking pictures of people who chose to come and worship at your church, how that correlates to you using it to grow the ministry. Choose something else. Explain to me why I get to see pictures of you in community, pictures of you in work, in servant leadership, pictures of you being the hands and feet of your Savior to the community. Take those pictures, or don't, actually. Don't take any of these pictures now that I think about it, because if you just go do it and be it, show it to those who need to feel it, those are the people who will go and do the work and spread the word. That's what I was saying in the other video, y'all. Jesus didn't require any of these tools in order to be that dude. Y'all are still talking about JC. How many thousands of years later? But y'all got all of these pastors and none of their names are as great as that man because they're not doing any of the things that that man did. If all you have to offer is a service where nobody's life is changed, no legs are growing, no eyesight is restored, nobody is risen from the dead, what are you doing? What are you recording? But I digress. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below about churches recording people. I don't like it. I'm not here for it. If it's after service and you all are taking pictures, I guess that's fine. If everybody, say they want that, they're okay with that. But I have to tell you that just like all these other churches and pastors over all of these years and decades and centuries or whatever have been making it work with their community churches without streaming and without pictures and advertisements, you can do it too. You just don't want to because it's not going to help you grow your following the way that you want it to grow. So you need to show and prove. And that to me is what lets me know that the calling was giving, do not disturb. Because God ain't never needed assistance with drawing anyone to the wisdom, the power, the knowledge, and the truth. All right. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please subscribe to the channel, like it. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Have you ever been photographed? Have you ever taken pictures of someone else at church? Have you ever recorded someone at church? And how does that make you feel? And how do you think it made them feel? I would love to keep this discussion going down below. Until next time, I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.